Big day ahead. All right, so I'm going to see one of my old coaches and someone who kind of saw me grow up athletically, basically. One of the first people that ever got me into like making videos and kind of piqued my interest in that. He actually has a YouTube channel of his own. It does a lot of like basketball breakdowns. It's called Cortical Hoops. He does lessons and a lot of stuff like that for basketball related. He used to be super into basketball, so we would make a lot of those videos playing pickup or whatever. But I mean, I can't remember the last time I've seen him. It's probably at least been a year or two, maybe more. I already have the ball in my hand. Good to see you, man. You too. You're looking huge. You know what's funny is I think the last time I was here, I was like drinking a smoothie.
Yeah, you were for sure.
Yeah, that's why I got this camera probably, I guess it was before the year started. Dude, this year was so quick for me. Everyone these days is training they're not preparing the arm for the stress that it's gonna endure during the throw. You know, like you have people using these like tiny little bands, 3-pound weights, and it's like, sure, maybe if you're doing a ton of volume, but like I'm gonna pick up a baseball and like have the force of like 70 pounds going to my elbow. Yeah, I'm like forgetting my footwork because it's been so long.
Are you left right?
Well, if I do the, yeah, I gotta do something that way if I do that. So it's like, it's not the top, pick and roll, split the pick and roll. Oh, it was the other way. Guys, the vertical may leave you, but the jumper will be there till you're 70. Remember that.
It's the last thing to go.
And I've only prepared it with like little baby bands and shit. Like I need to like be stressing the shit out of those, especially in the off season. So that's gonna be a big focus for me. Is like how strong can I make the most important tissues for my sport? The tissues that support my elbow ligaments and then my shoulder. As opposed to like, oh, I'm a pitcher, like I should be really gentle with those.
Yeah.
Like the motion itself is so violent.
Right.
Why would I be gentle with my training? It should be I should be trying to figure out how much more stress I can get so that when I actually go out there to throw, I'm completely adequately prepared.
Yeah.
You know?
That's cool. You can't really quantify it.
Barbell right here, just stand and just go all the way down. And then you're also getting bendy too.
Yeah.
You're getting like coordination through those ranges when you're pitching. Like I need to be like whippy through this range.
Right.
Or this range, and I need it to like.
You need that dissociation. Yeah. That's wild. Wow.
What are these, double rims?
Huh?
I said, what are these, double rims?
Yeah, these are the most forgiving rings in the county.
All right, so what's your advice to young athletes, middle school or high school out there that have college aspirations?
I think don't hyper focus on just one sport. I think you want to be able to do as many sports as possible. I think the best athletes play cross-trained across all different sports, and I think right now our culture is wants us to specialize in one specific area. I just think do everything.
And there's time to specialize when you're older.
Yeah, there's time to specialize once you start getting serious, and I think you start getting serious around junior year of high school. Before that, it's all about having fun and getting as good as possible as a complete athlete.
Like seeing what Bauer did with his YouTube channel, I think he's got close to like 1 million subs now. And there's like, baseball has always been like very like, it's like, it was dying because, I think it's on the rise now it seems, but like for a while there, it was like so anti-media.
Right.
Like you have like NBA channel, like doing like day in the life, following people around, like following like Anthony Davis around, like looking at his house and stuff. And then you had MLB where it's like, we're better than that. There's something almost, like where it's like, people want to see this stuff now. It's very easy to facilitate the rest. But like Boulder, Colorado, like cool party school, like decent athletics, like we're just gonna turn this into like a superstar school. Like, it is crazy. In 1 year, basically.
Yeah. It is about like seizing opportunities and moments when they're there, and then capitalizing on them. Because
They're not gonna be cheap with that. Like, if they want their kid to get better.
100%. I just need to find partners because
For like content stuff or
for both. Yeah, I'm gonna have like an intern for that, but like you too, man.
But yeah.
Say you're huge at both of them.
No, but dude, it was good to stop by. I'm glad I
Yeah,
got some shots up.
me too.
So if you're a young cat out there and you're always complaining how you don't have a partner to throw with, there's no real excuses unless you literally live in a box. Find some type of tree, some type of park. You got a tree on your own property, you can get a piece of plywood that's kind of thick, screw it in there, that can be your plow wall. Go buy one of these nets right here. Go work a server job, save a few bucks if you don't have the money. I think these nets are like 70 bucks. And you can get all your throws in. Hopefully you have a buddy that wants to throw with you though. It makes it a lot more fun that way. Oh, about to get a lift in. I'm gonna take you through it, video some of it. Gonna doing some interesting stuff today. So if you're into weird shit in the gym that might help you become a better athlete, this is your lift. Getting some long and strong adductors, which we know is super important in the pitching delivery. We want those boys to be flexible and strong at the same time so that you're able to get the most out of your back leg and you're able to get the most out of your block. And normally your groin, which is your adductors, is super undertrained. We want to make sure that we're hitting that well. We're gonna do some handstand work, kind of targeting the upper back and the muscles that support the shoulder. We're gonna do some back bridges, some hip flexor stuff, another super undertrained muscle. And then some good preventative stuff at the end for the shoulder and the back. So it'll be quick, but it'll be good.
So with these, it's just holding an ISO, but to really target those muscles in the upper back, you can kind of push your chest and your head through, and you'll be able to feel what I'm talking about when you're in this position, to where your shoulders are a little bit farther back behind your ears, and you can kind of hit some of those muscles a little better.
dark forces in you that were once destructive, that were once destroying your life.
All right, so we just made the drive to San Luis Obispo, which is where I'm going to be for a little bit, hanging out with one of my old buddies, staying at his place from Cal Poly when I went there my freshman year. He actually does lessons. He's got a facility, so we're going to go check that out for the first time today. Got my stuff here. The coconut water, new piece. You know how it is. So I'm gonna do a quick little workout today too, some movement stuff. See how it goes. Bye, Hazy. You wanna introduce yourself for this video?
Are we running?
So I made it to the facility. I'm here with one of my old buddies from Cal Poly. Can you introduce yourself?
My name's Chase Watkins, throw 85, 87. Hey guys, I'm Jared Zill, owner, operator here at BPA Central. I played college baseball way back in the day with Chase, and I'm happy to have him around for a bit.
So one thing I started incorporating into my warm-up at the end of the year, basically some type of neural stimulation, and so like some type of new skill acquisition. So learning juggling was super challenging for me at first, but I ended up throwing my best bullpen the first day when I learned it, basically. And I attribute that to just like my mind just being fired up in a state that my normal warm-up that I would do every day it's so my body's so accustomed to it that it's not really turning on anything extra in my brain, and it's just there's a lot more to be achieved in a warm-up. Another interesting training piece, something that I'd never seen before until I was working out at Bauer's place in Arizona, was I guess these originated for rock climbers to strengthen their fingers. But what we use it for, I guess we use it for the same thing obviously, but it's so new in the baseball community. But the idea of getting your fingers strong so that they can impart force into the ball at a better rate, basically. And another interesting thing is we noticed that my middle finger was like significantly stronger than my index finger, and thus I was kind of cutting the ball and losing a lot of spin efficiency. So one thing we were doing was solo working on the index finger. What you do is just have resistance down here, like I have a band and I step on it. And I'll show you how it looks in a second, but another interesting piece of training that I'd never seen, so pretty cool. So the barbell obviously has a ton of different uses, and shout out to Harrison Drew Hall, someone who is pretty active on social media. I used to train with him at Driveline, and a few other people like Reload the Cannon on Instagram have kind of shown a bunch of cool different ways you can use the barbell as a warm-up, as a training tool, just getting bendy and strong. So I'm going to show some of those. You know how we kept arguing about the glove side?
What did I say? I don't even remember what
You're like, it's supposed to like, I don't remember what you're saying, but I understand that it blocks and you rotate it around it.
Yeah, you were saying that
You should
create
keep
power,
pulling it.
but yeah, and I was like,
Well, it does create power in like this move.
Yeah,
it
if you
stores
wanna
power.
fucking do that.
It stores power, and then you rotate around it.
Yes,
So maybe you're right about that.
just one.
That's true.
I got one, baby.
Literally got Zeus as his right arm. Bro would fucking call a pre-flop raise with like Jack 3 off, and wouldn't even sniff the flop, wouldn't call, and drilled 2 pair on the Turner River, and then like fucking